Listen up. You ready for a mission? Okay, bye-bye.
Hey, where you going? Where you at?
Hello to anyone joining me today. We are back at it with some Fusion Fall. Why? You know, that's actually like a really good question. I don't know. You know, sometimes you're feeling a game and you just roll with it, you know? That's kind of what's happening today.
Number 2. Ta-ta.
You know, like, I'll be honest, I kind of missed this game. So I think it's nice to go back to my roots as a streamer. Yeah, this is what, you know, started my channel besides PC Building Simulator, but yeah, at the moment I can't stream that. I don't know why, it's just difficult. Is there a hoverboard shop around here? We got a player over here. I don't know, like, who's even online at this point. Like, it's been so long. Is there a way to check my friends list? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, none of my friends are online. I know one of them is still active because he works on Nanocom X, which is supposed to be like an add-on for this game. And it just makes it look all cool and stuff. And I have Prizzified, who's, you know, he's a buddy of mine. Cool guy. You guys should watch him on Twitch. Otherwise, yeah, I don't really have that many people. I should go get a hoverboard. Oh, there's a mission over here. Don't know how I missed that.
Mission?
Welcome to Endsville. Here we go.
Good luck. Happy hunting.
Okay, Eternal Vistas.
Where you headed? Lift off.
Oh, wow. Already 3 viewers in about 5 minutes. Thank you to everybody who's joining me for this throwback, as it were. And don't forget, there's a donation incentive right over there if you want to support the stream. And, you know, I could show off Mario Maker 2 on release date. That's still going until further notice. Because I personally am excited for that game, and I want to show it off for you guys. Why is this laptop doing this right now? I don't know why it's stuck on the loading screen. But I guess while, that's happening, I could just talk with you guys. Also, adjust my setup because I forgot I usually keep my laptop on top of something to... It helps with the cooling. But, yeah. That Pokemon press conference... yeah. Pokemon press conference. I'll be honest, I kind of found it disappointing. I really did. I wanted it to be good. But there just wasn't that much stuff talked about. And the stuff that they did show off that was interesting, they just didn't mention it that much. They're just like, oh, this whole Pokemon Masters thing, it looks awesome. Yeah, we're not gonna show that off. Like, why? Like, what are you losing exactly? Okay, let me just restart the game. But from not talking about it, like going over the general concept of what it's supposed to be, even if you change the idea later down the line, I still want to know. I want to be in the loop. Okay, my laptop is acting crappy today. Because I accidentally left it on when I was playing The Sims 4 in my spare time, and whew, boy, was that a bad idea. There we go. Now, let's try this again. There we go. Gosh, I don't know why that's happening. So my name in-game is Mega Ferret 777 if you're ever looking for me. Yeah. I really think that, it was disappointing, honestly, underwhelming. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that they weren't going to talk about Sword and Shield. I'm not holding that against the Pokemon Company. What I'm upset about, though, is... how do I put it?
Listen up.
God, words. Oh my god, why can't I talk today?
Where you going?
Like with, what is it? Pokemon Sleep. Can somebody explain to me how the hell they thought that was a good idea? Like, I may be salty, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of am. But really? Like, I know it's new technology, and it's really, like, revolutionary, and I'm not dismissing that. Like, I think, by all means, that's cool. But
Need a lift?
it just doesn't work in the context that they want it to. Like, it's... Why would you want to track how long you sleep? There are already plenty of devices that do that for you. I really don't understand the logic. You know what? I'm gonna change the stream title to... let's see. Talking about Pokemon Conference and... well, /E3 and playing FFR. There we go. But it's just... And they say that they want to make sleep more entertaining. I don't think sleep is supposed to be something you enjoy, typically. Like, I know people are always happy to go to sleep. That's fine. I love sleeping. It's wonderful, but I'm not going to be so bored with the idea of sleeping that I'm going to want to include Pokemon. Like, I hope at least one of you can see where I'm coming from with this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the Pokemon press conference that happened yesterday. I just watched it today because I didn't have time yesterday. So if you want to see that, it's all over YouTube at this point. There's definitely somebody who's uploaded it by now. It's just ridiculous. No. I thought there was a hoverboard shop around here. Not all products have logic. Some are designed to make money off the gullible or nostalgic. You know what? I'll give you that. You're absolutely right in that regard. Sent that too early, lol. No, it's totally fine. I know that not all products need to have, like, you know, an in-depth description of how they're supposed to work in a practical sense. But if you're gonna introduce something and mention it as vaguely as possible, like Pokemon Sleep, the least you could do is, like, give a general outline of what the product is supposed to do. They showed off the Pokemon Plus, but they didn't say... I know they said, like, it tracks how long you sleep, and it works like a regular Pokemon Go Plus. That's cool. But the compatibility with Pokemon Sleep wasn't mentioned at all. But yeah, just making money off of, you know, the gullible, I could definitely understand that. And like Nintendo, they're not strangers to trying new things. Like with the Wii U, they try new things, and yeah, it didn't work very well, but they also tried new things with the Switch, and that went phenomenally. Phenomenally? Nah, I don't know if that's a word. But things ended up going great for them, so I guess you gotta try whatever you can at this point. Alright, go back to Ranger Joey. Grooviest Fusion. Let's see, what is he doing? Town ain't big enough. Let's see. Gonna move this microphone up. But Dusk 7 till 7 Dawn. It's nice to see you join us. I forgot to mention, I don't recognize the username, so it caught me off guard for a little bit. Okay, so we'll work on a fusion mission, although we will find the closest Monkey Skyway agent. Oh wow, there's like nothing over here. What's faster then? See, if I had a hoverboard, this wouldn't be so difficult.
Incoming message.
Actually, journal. Okay, so I'm going to Billy anyway. Let's see, what else was revealed at the press conference? It was Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon Masters, which I like the idea of. Oh, okay. I totally see your perspective. I can also see the business perspective. Trying to invoke memories of the Pokewalker without the walking, based more on that minigame on the DSi. I can see this making a lot of money off of the most loyal fans. Can't see it having a logical use case. Yeah, exactly. At least that's my logic with it. You know, I appreciate the fact that you're willing to look on the business side as well. Because most people would just look at, you know, one-sided. Oh, thank you for the follow. Follow is definitely appreciated. Oh wait, no, don't leave without me! Dang it. I guess we'll just chill on this trampoline. Yeah, having a logical use case. I don't see it having, like, a use for everybody. Like, with as broad of a demographic that Pokemon is aimed towards, you can't please every single fan. You know, that's just wishful thinking. I mean, I can see they're obviously trying their best to accommodate as many people as possible. And tons of people have tons of different needs. Pokemasters looks cool, though. Absolutely. Just taking on, like, all those, like, the champions. The Elite Four might be in there. We know Blue, or Gary, is going to be in there. And, yeah, I always liked him as a character. So I can't wait to see where that goes. I just wish they elaborated more on what Pokemasters was, like, supposed to be. Like, we know it's a mobile game. It has to do with some of the big trainers in the Pokemon universe, and that's it. I just forget what else was revealed, though. I know it was Pokemasters and Pokemon Sleep. I guess I can't remember. The 21st day of September. Bonus points to who knows that song reference. Turn to Dracula. However, we're going to Ranger Joey. Let's see, what does he have? No. So that is Peach Creek.
All aboard!
Yeah, so I think I kind of just went over everything that I remember from the press conference. E3, though, that's where I know we're going to get a lot of reveals.
Incoming message.
I honestly just want a new Pokewalker. I think it plays well with the theme of building your own personal team, growing your connection. Totally make one with the touchscreen Pokemon and Me features. September by Living Tombstone. Okay. You know what? I would love to see that. Legitimately, I think that could be done very well and quite easily, because, you know, they've already experimented with, like, the 3DS, like, that had Pokemon and Me, and, you know, the whole Fitbit concept, in a way, that's already been practiced with, well, Pokemon Go, but also, you know, Heart Gold and Soul Silver was the introduction of the Pokewalker. So, yeah, definitely. I can totally see them doing that in the near future.
All aboard!
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to a place that actually sells hoverboards, because I need one. But yeah, and touchscreen technology, like, that's basically a staple for almost all games. Like, you've got the Switch, you've got your phones, you've got Android devices, you've got okay, I'm just really stupid, can't think of the other ones, but there's definitely a lot of touchscreen capabilities that are open.
All aboard!
So, it's not like it's impossible. It's just a matter of will they actually go for it. Oh, wait a minute. They kinda do have a new Pokewalker. The Pokeball Plus. I think that allows you to hold a Pokemon and walk around with it. I could be wrong, though. But I definitely know it's, like, there. I'm not saying that could be an acceptable replacement, but...
Later.
yeah, like, I would still want, like, a touchscreen Pokewalker. But... I guess I could just move some of the source code over.
All aboard! Prepare for liftoff. Where you headed? Off we go!
Actually, what's my other mission? Nope, okay, that's the only one. I mean, I would send that idea out to Nintendo or Pokemon Company, but they're not allowed to take ideas. But I think if someone just gave them like a tap on the shoulder, like, hey, you did this, this, and this, put them all together into this, boom, new Pokewalker, people will be happy. I feel like that would be incredibly effective and efficient in a way, because just casually rewrite some of the code. I mean, I do coding sometimes, and it is kind of like... it is kind of irritating, but it's not impossible. I wish Nintendo was more open with their plans. Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu got so much hate because it was a mainline game, a more complex traditional series game. So people got mad when it was so different. The Pokeball Plus, it allows you to hold Mew in it until you redeem it. That's true. I totally forgot that you couldn't just carry any Pokemon. I did not think about that. I mean, not to mention the fact that it was just another port of Red and Blue, which people already complain about, because we've gotten how many remakes at this point? Because we had Red and Blue, and then Fire Red, Leaf Green, Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. I mean, it is, like, granted they did offer the new feature of, like, a buddy Pokemon, you know, what a concept. But it's honestly not that unique. They're kind of just throwing it out there. Autocorrect, it's, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it.
What you want now? I'm proud of you. Mess up some folks.
City Point now.
That's right. That's all right. See ya.
Oh, see, Tamagotchi, now that's another one that could, that's another concept that could actually work. Because, you know, Tamagotchi has been, it's been around since, like, the Stone Age. No, I'm just kidding, but, you know, there are no strangers to the idea of Tamagotchi. That could be very effective. Even if you release, like, a Pikachu Tamagotchi as, like, a way to test the waters, like, that would work. Those are bloodsuckers. I don't think we need those yet, right? I'll defeat the bloodsuckers. Oh, we need to defeat 8 of those? Oh gosh. Sick of Kanto, outside of 1 or 2 designs from the original. I absolutely agree. Overexposure, nostalgia baiting. Like, I understand, you know, something is successful, you want it to work. But you can't just port the same game, throw in, like, 1 new feature, and call it a day. Like, that's lazy. You know, it's not just lazy, but it's only just cruel to the fan base. Because, you know, the fan base is always, like, they want something new. But if you just port the game again, like, yeah, some people are gonna buy it because they're drunk on nostalgia. But, you know, a lot of the fans of the core series will just feel betrayed in a sense. Pokemon Tamagotchi, like with the real Tamagotchi, gives you a random egg that gives a random Pokemon, maybe even a legendary. I mean, I'm not sure about, like, sent that too early again. Hey, you know, it's okay. But, I mean, I'm not sure if, like, they would give legendaries in an egg, but otherwise, definitely. Oh, well, I guess they did give a legendary in an egg before, because I think they gave, like, a level 1 Arceus for that Sinjo Ruins event. I could be wrong, but I know there was an event similar to that. Where are these Jack-o'-lanterns? Okay, where are these Jack-o'-lanterns? This is getting excessive. There they are. And got him level 16. Defeat the Jerk-o'-lanterns? Wow. Creativity is just showing. Although this was 2009, so I can't really blame them for lack of originality. Because Cartoon Network is also unoriginal with their ideas. Gives a random Pokemon, and when the Pokemon gets to level 50, it can be transferred to a Sword and Shield. Taking care of the Tamagotchi will net you games like Flutes or a Mystic Pokemon summoning item. See, now the idea of like a mystical summoning item, that could be cool. Because I don't think there are any kind of concepts like mystic Pokemon summoning, or any kind of Pokemon summoning for that matter. So I absolutely support that idea. Although I guess it could be similar to like, I was thinking like whenever you say summoning, I always think of like Fire Emblem Heroes, where like you summon heroes, hence the name of the game, Fire Emblem Heroes. Haha, real original. But like you need certain orbs, well, a certain amount of orbs to summon a hero, and the heroes are randomized. So that's usually what I think of, but I'm sure that this would be totally different. Back to Dracula. I mean, hopefully they reveal something like that at E3. Event items like a boat ticket for Shaman in black and white. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. I am 100% on board with that. Yeah. I think that would be a great idea. Although there would have to be a way for like, cause oh wait, I was thinking like, what if someone was using an Action Replay, gave themselves infinite items, but no, Action Replay, they haven't done that for the Switch. Or at least not yet, but I highly doubt they will.
What you want now? What, dummy? What, dummy? That's right. Ain't a dummy.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move this microphone because, you know, it's kind of just hard to even see my keyboard with, you know, a microphone right in front of my face. I'm gonna turn up my volume. So if it's hard to hear me, please let me know. Or on the flip side, if I'm way too loud, also let me know. I really need to learn about positioning of my microphone. And you can learn how to position your microphone and other things with Squarespace. Jump the fence. No, you can't. Pokeblocker itself can hold secret update patches that only get transferred to the game when a rare item is redeemed. Item in the event won't exist until a legit Pokeblocker transfers the update. In theory, that could work. However, I don't think a Pokeblocker would even be able to do that. Be more easily locked down than the Switch. I can see where you're coming from with that, but I'm not sure if they can exactly, like, have some kind of a lockdown feature. I'm sure you could use some kind of, like, conditional statements. Like, if this dot player, I don't know, like, event verified equals false, download update or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to word it how people would type it in JavaScript language, but I don't know. Would it be the first time that an update could be carried with a small device? Because I don't think that's been done yet. And if it has, I certainly don't remember. Oh, well, I guess, now that I think about it, the Mew being in the Pokeball Plus, that was also locked down. So yeah, it looks like that is possible. Oh wow, I didn't even know there was a fusion portal up here. There's just there's like a wolf just sitting there, being a good boy. Look at that good boy.
Dracula calling.
Not even in a fight at the end. What? There's no fusion portal. Okay, that's pretty dumb. The updates could exist on a self-destructing read-only memory chip. Store all the updates on the chip. Pokemon is tampered with. Destroyed data. It will be updated. It'll be transferred when the item was redeemed over Bluetooth, maybe within a minute or two. Okay, yeah, I guess that could work. I mean, I'm personally not experienced in, oh, if the Pokewalker is tampered with, yeah, I guess I could see that working. I'm not an expert with Bluetooth or external device functionality, but if that is how that's generally done, or how it can be done in a practical sense, then by all means. I mean, it's certainly not going to stop me from participating in the event anyway. And of course, they'd have a barrier in place, so like if you had like 2 events, like you couldn't redeem 2 at the same time. Although I guess that also wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, there's almost no flaws to this. The only flaw with this plan is that Nintendo won't ever have anyone tell them about this. Like, you see, I sent a letter to Nintendo with a dumb idea I had for a console like 10 years ago, and I still vividly remember part of their response that said they can't take ideas from their fans. So even though this is all fleshed out and everything, they still wouldn't be able to do it if we suggested it, because that would force them to give credit where credit is due, credit being in monetary value, and they're not going to just pay their fans for their ideas. But if they do somehow, come up with it by themselves, who am I to stop them, So, I really do like this idea.
What you want now? What, dummy? Where you going? Dracula lonely.
Oh boy, a Dracula cloak. Perfect. I totally don't look dumb in this. It's not even the same as his. This is supposedly the cloak of Dracula, but he's not even wearing it, so that's just weird. Bluetooth can be cracked though, so a most secure custom SFTP might work a lot better, especially if it's encrypted with SSH 2.0, but the update may transfer much slower as a result. Yeah, so basically you're sacrificing speed for security.
What you want now? Don't mess up some folks. Don't mess up some data, dummy.
Genius Grove. I mean, yeah, so what I was saying, like, sacrificing speed for security, obviously you'd probably want to go for security first, because, I remember getting an event Pokemon, like, I'd be so jazzed to enter the code, get the Pokemon, it'd be a great day for, like, 5 minutes, and then I'd just be like, oh, I already beat the game, so I can't use the Legendary, but anyways, the point is, or at least the point I'm trying to make, is that I guess the slower speeds wouldn't affect too many people. I guess if you're, hardcore about that, then sure, but I'm sure that's just only a small price to pay. If I had to choose between speed and security, I would choose speed, President Theodore. I fell off the railway thingy.
Need a lift?
I was going to Peach Creek. That's where I was going. I would choose security if I was Nintendo, though. Yeah, if you want to think logically, if you're working with a fan base of tens of millions of people, security's the best way to go. Busy World Infected Zone. That is City Point. Colonel is there. Okay. So, either way, we're going to the same place. The president would disagree. The man who chooses security over speed deserves neither. I guess he didn't really know speed because he couldn't dodge the bullet and he got... You know what? I'm not going to finish that statement.
Hey, where you going?
Beautiful scenery. See, kids? This is what the world would look like if PewDiePie had 100 million subscribers before T-Series. Don't forget that, kiddies. There's that sprite art of the Powerpuff Girls. I always love that little detail. Even though the colors are totally inaccurate. This I need to talk to this guy. No, I don't. That'd be weird. That would be logical. And if there's anything we don't like on this channel, it's logic. If I could find a way up there, get to the thing, so I could do the thing that the thing guy wanted me to do. Sonic wasn't fast enough to save the president. That is why speed is better than security, because security guards couldn't save the president. Sonic could if he was granted more speed. He also couldn't save Pikachu in the World of Light trailer. Are we gonna forget about that? Like, the boy can run at the speed of sound. He can't... Oh, well, I guess he couldn't run at the speed of light. That explains it. Place the whoopee cushion on the Mondo a Go-Go ride. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like that's not total gibberish. I mean, it is Foster's home for imaginary friends, so... Wasn't expecting much going in here. Could I get to that cannon knowing? Nope. Yes! I pressed the space bar. My mom would be so proud of me. She's not home right now. Over there. To get there, I need to go up there. To get there, I need to get there and just jump on balloons. Defying general physics. Oh, no. Ah! Ow! Stop it! Ah! I don't know why I'm yelling like Marge Simpson, but we're gonna roll with it. Light beats now, plus he was obviously not running at his max speed, as there was no Sonic Boom. And Kirby survived his self-insert BS on the creator's part. I'm still mad. Yeah, you know what? I do not blame you for that. I think everybody was a little bit mad about that. Like, of course, Sakurai's main character survived everybody else being dead. It's always Kirby. You know, Pit always gets the short end of the stick in these situations. Because, like, he's also one of Sakurai's creations. But aren't there that many... Are there that many Kid Icarus games? No! Fusion Ace's lair. This is where we need to go. Whee!
Where you at?
Where you at? Okay. This platform can like bend to my will and go there at the like good time. Yes! Epic! There's a little dynamite right. Dynamite right? I don't know. There's a little dynamite mice. If I jump over that fence, I'm not gonna risk it. If I could just go to where that red dot is, that would just be swell. There, that will help me get to the thing that the thing guy told me to go to. So smirt. Joker was there, he would have obviously survived, because the dumb excuse for Kirby survival is that he disappeared to another universe. Oh, Joker could go back to reality and avoid the destruction of the universe. I never thought about that, actually, because I still need to play Persona 5. Well, I mean, I need to own a PlayStation first, but I need to play Persona 5, so the whole, like, multiverse traveling is totally new to me.
Yuck!
Who's the future? Billy! Okay. And we're right back where we started. Oh, no we're not. Haha! I are totally smirt. Why is there a Courage the Cowardly Dog thing here? That is weird. Also kind of barbaric. Hey, guess what, Mouse? You're dead.
Tackle him.
That ain't real. That's just a bunch of cheap carnival garbage. Oh, what? There's a person here? Yahoo Wolf Shadow.
Tackle him.
Yuck!
Ah, crap. Oh, back at the start. No! Please tell me that's a dynamite mouse. Please tell me that's a dynamite mouse. Yes! Epic! Oh, jeez. Ah! Oh no. These little hover cars create a small obstacle that doesn't affect me at all. Whatever shall I do? Oh wait, I can jump. Jump onto, no I can't. What's the point of this trampoline? Is it just there for decoration? Joker can go from the metaverse to reality. Joker and his allies have to escape the crumbling metaverse all the time. They survive, going back to the reality. So stand to reason he would do the same. Okay, yeah. I guess if that's generally how the game goes, then I can't really dismiss hardcore fact. Is there any other up there? I could just like jump. Ha! I could have done that the whole time. Anyway. Ah! Get away! You know how much AIDS you probably got? Probably none, but like, that's not the point. Come on back, that blue guy is sure to ride any second now. Home of the Ancients. Where's the exit? It is this direction. Wait, what the? Okay, this does not help me go any. Oh, there's the platform. Look at this! I'm platforming! I jumped on a platform in this platform game! Wow! There's the back door. There's always $1 million money. Something tells me Bias Sakurai would have contrived a reason for him to die as well. Joker wasn't fast enough or something, or Joker only exists after the burst because reason.
Very nice. Initiate warp.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Or maybe he would try to make Joker unleash his persona against Galeem before getting vaporized. So that both him and his persona were killed. Oh, going back to Eternal Vistas? 8?
Hey, where you going? Hey, right, pal.
Wait, where else can they take me? Can they take me to Ennsville? No, they can't. 360. Oh, wait. No. 360. Close enough.
Where you headed?
Wow. He wants to know where I'm going. None of his business. I don't know what I'm doing.
All aboard!
And now we'll take another one, go to Ennsville.
Liftoff.
Okay, I thought it didn't even teleport me at first. Where is Eternal Vistas? It is over this way. I totally knew that. Okay. I gotta go to, like, the very bottom of the map. Joker is a planner. He would have thought running back to reality the better option. Sakurai would probably pick option 2. Joker didn't exist then. Take anyone he wants back to his reality, he could have saved everyone from the blast. Good point. Debbie, you know more about Persona 5 than I do, so I'll take your word for that. Still, though, I would have thought someone other than Kirby would have survived. Maybe not everyone, but someone else. I would think Mario, to be honest. Like, it's Mario. Pretty sure they wouldn't kill off the literal icon of Nintendo. I mean, they did anyway. Because, you know, if they didn't kill him in World of Light, they definitely would have killed him with the Ridley trailer.
Hey, it's me!
What you want now? What, dummy? What, dummy? Where you going? Dracula lonely. Scrape, where you going?
No, he doesn't.
Dracula lonely.
Where do I go next? Still need to fill up the meter before I get to my next nano, which is... that guy, 4 arms. There's some missions over there that I guess I can do. I know Mario, but I'm thinking more in the logical sense who had the highest chance. Joe characters would be dead, along with characters with human limited powers. Some characters with more mystical abilities would have survived. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Oh crap. Ah, I went too far!
I'll bet you need a mission.
Okay, Charles Darwin Middle School. That is in Habitat Homes. Which is on the other side of the map, so that's a no. I guess until I'm not so lazy. Well, I will check the city. See if there's anything in the city.
You lift? Let's fly!
All I know is that Wii Fit Trainer should have survived because thick could have reflected the shot. You know what? I wish that's how it worked. I wish it worked like that.
All aboard! Prepare for liftoff. Hey, where you going?
I guess you could save the world if you're dummy thick. Who would have thunk it? Deepest, darkest fear, and mine is the fear of failure. Also because of abusive assistant from my childhood. Let's not get into personal life story too. Honestly, my biggest fear is heights. But darkest fear, I think, would be... I want to say failure as well, but like... making the wrong choice. Yeah, I think making the wrong choice would be my biggest fear, because I want to think for myself, but I don't want to disappoint the people around me.
Stock weapons.
And, like, I don't have a story behind it, it's just...
Entering sleep in stock.
I don't really know, you know, it's just... it happens. All doubt ourselves.
Conversation complete.
Missions around here. I'm running out of ideas of what to actually, like, do. Guess I'll check the other locations.
Hey, where are you going? Under your hat.
What is your favorite video game? Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Mix, Black and White 2. Oh boy. I play so many games that I find so interesting. It's typically hard to pick a favorite, but I guess if people ask me, I guess, I usually tell people Pokemon Sapphire, because that was my first video game, and usually your first video game is special to you, because, is the reason you play video games, simply put. I also tell people Celeste, because I finished that on stream recently, and I don't know, the way it kind of just combines mental health into, integrates it into its plot, I found it intriguing. Ended up being a really good story-driven game. So, I usually tell people either Celeste or Pokemon Sapphire. Although Kingdom Hearts 2, I remember playing that. That was such a good game. Black and White 2, I found to be a really good upgrade to the original Black and White. I think it's the first time they've had, obvious sequelization.
Like a mission?
But the difference is, they're actually good. They're good sequels.
Awesome! Make me proud! You can do it! Don't be a incoming message from
Most
me!
nostalgic game, mine is Toontown, because even though I accept it's a mediocre to bad game in reality, my first time as a lonely, broken, autistic kid, I got to make friends and feel like I fit in.
It's me, Bubbles!
Honestly, I can heavily relate to that. I'm also autistic, and video games have been like an escape for me for years. It's just... oh boy, it's a big topic with me. But, nostalgia game, I always had, a big four. I had...
Hey, where you going?
I also had Toontown. I have this game, Fusion Fall. Lego Universe. Lego Universe that was a banger, man. What was the last one? I know there was a fourth. Fusion Fall, Lego Universe. Music and games are my escapes. I totally feel that. Crap. I know I have a series on my YouTube channel where I talk about those nostalgia games. Oh, what was the other one? Dying to remember. It was... Club Penguin, that was the other one. It died too soon. Agreed. Honestly, amen. Oh man, it was so good for its time, but it failed because of the lack of money and subscribers. I could have paid that thing until the day I died. That's how much I'd be willing to pay for that game. But I do know people that are trying to bring it back. Haven't heard much recently, but they're on it. They're getting on it. Ninjago, 2 years. Ninjago update and then shut down. It went too fast. The Ninjago update was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Just going around just like a ninja. Finding out spin jitsu and all that. It was... oh man.
Where you going?
What an experience, I tell you. Shut down due to a lack of advertising on Lego's end. Absolutely. Because the only reason I knew about it was there were TV commercials. occasionally, and that's what intrigued me. But I think if they put ads a lot more places... I mean, also, it was a subscription-based pay-to-win, almost. So, and, like, I noticed those are all the kinds of games that died, like Toontown. Toontown, I think, was a lot more free in that sense, because...
You lift.
there was... like, you couldn't go into COG buildings or COG HQs, but you could still go everywhere. The entire map was still open. With Fusion Fall, this game, you could get through the first 4 levels, and then the entire game would be locked out. Wouldn't be able to do anything unless if you bought a membership. With LEGO Universe, it was... You had some of the map open, but the rest was obviously subscription-based. And I think it's that kind of, like, technique, I guess, or that kind of, like, formula, the pay-to-win formula, it just isn't that successful because there are some people that aren't willing to pay every month.
Would you like a mission?
Like, I know I wasn't able to, but, like, if I was able to, I would definitely have done that. Asphalt Creeps. And Unicycles are in next thing over. The other ones are the Asphalt Creeps. Aren't those, like, right there? Oh, they're also down there. Yeah, it really did go way too fast. Like, 2 years is not a good runtime for an MMO in any kind of respect.
Eddie, feeling better now. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I might have a mission for you. Good luck.
Hostile takeover. Ah, dang it. I remember I would beg my mom to bring me to GameStop. She was the parent that wouldn't put her card online when I was younger. My parents still don't do that. Like, I don't beg them for memberships anymore, but my parents were just anti-online purchase. It was ridiculous. Buy a month subscription. Most kids' games die because of a lack of updates and ability to alter their income strategy. Wizard 101 survived because it has microtransactions. Get the chance paying for a membership to all content currency to permanently buy areas. Didn't even get ads in the UK or Ireland. Found it from word of mouth. Oh, see, now that's even worse. A lack of, like, diversity. Because, if I am not mistaken, Legos were originally from Denmark, I think? I know that Legos originated from Europe. But I know it was around there. So you would think Europe would be, like, the #1 place to advertise it, because it's a Lego thing. Advertising a Lego thing in the country that Lego was invented in, you'd think that would be like a match made in heaven, but apparently not. But, on the subject of Wizard 101, I'm surprised I managed to stand the test of time to this day. It is crazy how long that game has stayed around. It has been 10 years. 10 whole years. Like, that is a 4th grader. America and Germany were the most advertised locations, but other locations got no ads or banner ads. Ugh, banner ads are the worst, because most people don't even pay attention to banner ads. If you put, like, an ad on a YouTube video, because at the time, putting an ad on a YouTube video was, like, the thing to do. but oh, it was terrible because it was such a good game inherently. But I definitely see your point with Wizard 101. I think they just need to take a page out of that book and try something like that. I guarantee we'd still have those MMOs today if they did. Like, a premium currency, but also the opportunity to pay for something online. I got ganged up on. Eat the heavy hunters. That is there. I believe they are actually over the City Hall. The thing with, like, if you're a company releasing an MMO, you need to understand that it's not all, you know, just one country. You know, people from all over are gonna play your game. Like, this game was, the developers of Fusion Vault were based in South Korea. I know it was one of the Koreas, but it was based in Korea. But, the Oceanic, region never got Fusion Vault. There was always, like, a thing for it, but ultimately, literally nothing happened. Never advertised on YouTube or used influencers to their advantage. Updates were slow for LEGO Universe due to the first development team dropping off, requiring LEGO to take over. Updates were good, but the income strategy was even outdated for the time. South Korea made Fusion Vault. It was commissioned by Cartoon Network America. Okay, so my memory does serve me. It really is sad how quickly we can lose games like that. They were just... Honestly, I considered this game to be a masterpiece at the time. It was amazing. It was sci-fi, had Cartoon Network characters. You'd think it'd stay around for more than 4 years. No, it didn't even last 4 years. It was like 3.5. Because it opened... like November 2009. And then it shut down August 28th, 2013. Then, let's see, 6 years later, we have this now. Which is the same thing. I don't know why I talked about it like it was something else, but yeah. And you know, the really weird part, the community is more committed than the actual developers. Because I'm sure the developers were crazy about whatever they were working on, but like, the community has literally resurrected this from the dead. Crazy how committed some of us are. Insane. Like, there was a Minecraft server for Fusion Vault that I was a part of. I was staff. There was... I want to say there was a Wizard 101 server. Oh, no, there wasn't. There was a Minecraft map of Wizard 101. I mean, obviously, it didn't really work. Didn't take off at all, but... I think the fan dedication could serve really well.
Sweet. Gotta go.
Okay, I'm right there. I hope those work on bringing back LEGO Universe. Do bring it back. As for Fusion Fall, it closed for similar reasons. It's back, but closed shortly after LEGO Universe. LEGO Universe was... I will look that up, actually. It closed in January of 2012, so you were about a year and a half off.
It's me, Bubbles.
And Toontown was also 2013. Actually, Toontown and Fusion Fall were about the same time. Although Toontown was 2003. That lasted 10 years and died. Which, honestly, being like the least interesting, I guess.
See ya.
Are we talking about like Universe Beta or the final release? I'm talking about the public release. I think with the beta, the beta probably dates back a couple years. But if we're talking like public release, it was about 2 years. I know that it wasn't too long. That's what I know.
Incoming message for me.
Au revoir.
Wait a second. I think I just noticed a pattern. I had access to one of beta just after it closed. Playing it shortly after. Memory might not be accurate on this one. I mean, if that's true, then that's definitely interesting. But a pattern I just noticed. Fusion Fall was made with Cartoon Network. Toontown was made with Disney. LEGO Universe was made with LEGO. Wizard 101 wasn't made with anybody. So, could it be that not associating your MMO with pre-existing IPs actually makes it more successful? I mean, I know that they're all very different games, because Wizard 101, they treat their premium currency a bit differently, but is it really that far off?
Mission or something? I knew you could do it. Have fun with the monster.
I might be onto something. But yeah, you know what? This is actually starting to make a lot more sense. LEGO Universe, LEGO wasn't even inherently a game company. So, no wonder it shut down after 2 years. Fusion Fall was with Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network only made web-based games. So of course that shut down. But it lasted a bit longer. Toontown lasted 10 years, but it was made by Disney, and Disney did Disney Interactive Studios, so they had dedicated teams to making games. IP gets outdated. A new idea means you can extend its best before death for as long as possible. Yeah, you know what? This is an actual pattern. And then Club Penguin had, like, Disney-sponsored events. But it wasn't actual, like, association with... It wasn't inherently Disney from the start. That's why Club Penguin lasted so long. I think we just cracked the code. That could very well be it. I'm just theorizing here. I'm essentially MatPat 2.0. No, I'm just kidding. I'm essentially just a game theorist. But I mean, there's definitely a possibility that I could be right. There's a possibility that I could be dead. And that just happened, so. Or guide missions, nano missions. Do I have any guide missions around here? No, I don't. That'd be weird if I did. Gosh. But yeah, an IP getting outdated, that could definitely make a lot of sense, because in the context of Fusion Fall, it was, you know, I had a lot of Cartoon Network shows that were on at the time, but now shows like Flapjack and Courage, they don't, like, they're never played anymore. They just don't acknowledge them. And this was all before the Teen Titans Go initiative. Then LEGO Universe, in terms of IP getting outdated, there wasn't really an IP to get outdated, so that made it even weaker. Disney, Mickey Mouse is... The story of Mickey Mouse is a tale as old as time. So of course he managed to last a long time because, I mean, come on people, it's Disney. Do you really expect that much? You could slap mouse ears on anything these days. Yeah, like, we're very well onto something. When working with IP, you have a large number of restrictions. You have a large number of restrictions to do with the content you can release for the MMO. Can't go off-brand, but if the brand was made for the MMO in question, you don't have to worry about a big company who knows nothing about MMOs changing things to do with your MMO to stay on-brand and ruin the creativity and updates themselves. You can add the content however you want you can add the content however you want as you made the brand in-house. Yes. I don't have a way to even combat that. Not that I would combat it, but pretty on the mark. No wonder, you know, Fusion Fall, like Cartoon Network, is in-house. Toontown, Disney is in-house. The LEGO Universe isn't... It's not like an IP in the sense like it's a film or TV IP. It's just intellectual property of its in and of itself. Shady streetlights. Ah, they're level 16. Ugh. They move in gangs. I can't win. Unless if I can find some like individually standing ones. LEGO employees did say that one of their major expenses was keeping the realms clean of dicks, since it could hurt the LEGO brand, and in turn they had to spend way too much money on moderation. That is true. I remember hearing about those. Yeah, I mean, you give people the freedom to build whatever they want. You're bound to have people draw phallic symbols. Everything comes back to the brand. That's true. Brand representation. Influencing how the brand is portrayed in your game. Like, yeah. Man, this is something I could easily make a video on. That would be... Although I'm not sure, because I already ended the Dead MMO series, but... You know what? I might be able to submit that to MatPat. I doubt it would even get on Game Theory, but like... No harm in trying, I guess.
You lift?
Although now that I think about that, like,
Yeah, I might have
moderation for phallic symbols,
You're like a hero or
I can't help but think,
I have better things.
like, that is definitely something you should always look out for, but on the flip side, maybe it's just, I hate saying it like this, but it's inevitable. It will always... There will always be someone that tries to circumvent the rules. You can't do much about it. But I just don't see, like, that being... Like, words. They should have a set budget for moderation. They shouldn't spend all of it on security. Like Minecraft. Look at Minecraft. Biggest game on Earth. Okay, no. One of the biggest games on Earth. Everyone draws phallic symbols in Minecraft. We all have. They demanded that realms be in the game to emphasize the creative aspect of LEGO. Reasonable. Anyone who knew anything about MMOs could have told it would have been far too expensive to moderate. But executives don't know how they work. They just care about the brand. So realms were added as a primary focus on the game until playtesters asked for more combat, in which they complied, but were forced to tie the battle elements into the creative elements. I think the battle elements turning into creative elements was a welcome idea. Because, I mean, building stuff to help you defeat enemies, like, that sounds like a good concept inherently. There were always going to be dicks, but LEGO didn't know how hard it would be to moderate so many since they knew nothing of MMOs. Exactly, so it comes down to making sure your brand is represented as well as can be, and getting a team that's, you know, experienced with MMOs. Get, like, a dedicated team. Like, partner with people who work on MMOs. Like, Fusion Fall worked with Grigon Entertainment. Building was a major expense of the game. Absolutely, I can't really say no to that. But like Grigon Entertainment, they've made MMOs before.
Are you there?
And, you know, we have Fusion Fall now. Or, we had Fusion Fall. And I'm sure Toontown already had that kind of thing. Like, they had chat sensors replaced with animal noises. As cartoon animals. Trying to think of other examples. Club Penguin also had that, and like, whenever you said something bad, you get banned. You can't make anything phallic in Club Penguin from what I know. World of Warcraft in partner with LEGO to make their WoW Light experience for kids. Are you saying like Blizzard should partner with LEGO? That would have worked well.
Incoming message from me.
In theory, I think, but you see, that's also another thing. Blizzard is more experienced with, you know, like Wizard, not Wizard, World of Warcraft is a lot of, it's fantasy. LEGO Universe is supposed to be sci-fi. If you can find a group of people that work well in sci-fi, go ahead.
Would you like a mission? You did it.
I think it's, you know, just be careful with who you choose to work with.
Need a lift? Under your hat.
I think as long as you're aware of what the team you're looking to work with is capable of, then you could easily make an MMO that lasts long, in theory. Now, obviously, we don't have a way to, like, test it. You know, we don't have a way to test that theory. However, it's always going to be in the realm of possibility. KingsIsle had experience in kid MMORPGs? Well, I mean, other than Wizard 101, I don't think they... Well, Pirate 101, but people tend to disregard it because it's not... It's comparatively worse, as some have put it. I personally liked Wizard 101 a lot more, but... Yeah, KingsIsle had a lot of... Well, has a lot of experience in that field. Although, would KingsIsle be able to work with... Like, would KingsIsle be able to work with LEGO and work on their own games at the same time? Like, that's... You know, multitasking, it happens. Everybody does it. Because, you know, as a business person, you need to manage multiple things at once. But having teams, dedicated teams, working on 2 projects at the same time, even 3 sometimes... I feel like that theoretically wouldn't go very well. And also, not to mention, that LEGO and KingsIsle are probably very far away from each other. Because I know KingsIsle is in Texas. LEGO... I don't know where LEGO's interactive teams generally reside. But... the brand would, again, be a problem. Exactly.
You rang? That's the stuff. Gotta go. You rang? Cheers,
LEGO has an American division. Germany is where their interactive team resides. Yeah, so... working between, you know, Texas to Germany, long distance. I'm sure there's some kind of way you can collaboratively work on a game, you know, via like some kind of chat service, but
That's the stuff.
having full teams work together without even being within the general vicinity of each other, I just don't see that having a working practically. And plus, you know, Germany, they probably speak German, so you would need interpreters. Those, like, interpreters could cost money, so there goes some of the game's budget. Each of all had a long-distance relationship. That's true, except LEGO doesn't have a lot of the budget set aside for... Like, LEGO doesn't have a big interactive team, comparatively. Like, Fusion Fall has experience with making games. If they worked with KingsIsle, who's made games, like KingsIsle, they're not a big budget company either. Like, they're just now updating their graphics engines. I mean, yeah, I guess if 90% of Germans know English as a second language, then there you go. I guess in the case with KingsIsle, you know, you would know the quality of work. Because it's KingsIsle, like they made Wizard 101, which has been successful for 10 years. So,
Incoming message from me.
I guess what it really does come down to is who you choose to work with. And, you know, would they be able to provide good quality material for your game while respecting your brand? As a company, you know, brand representation is important. LEGO Universe was going to be on shaky ground no matter what they did in reality. Good point. Absolutely.
I might have a mission for you. See you again soon.
We needing a mission, are you? Take good care.
I might have a mission for you. Bye for now.
Although I feel like if LEGO Universe was released now, I think they'd be able to do a lot better because they're like the #1 toy company. I think judging by their gross income. So I think they'd be able to put a lot more money into the game now as opposed to 7 years ago.
Hey, are you there? Hey, are you there?
LEGO now could do better, especially with all the console games they release. Still stand by LEGO World being an offline version. Yeah, you know, like, now they've had a lot more time to work on games. I don't see why not. Although I highly doubt they will. I've been led to believe that they won't revisit the idea ever again. LU2, Electric Boogaloo. Gotta find out who's actually live right now. Is there anyone playing Fusion Fall? Oh wow, I'm the only one playing Fusion Fall. That's pretty funny. I guess we'll raid my friend. I doubt they'll ever revisit the idea. One day we'll get a new MMO that's better or similar. Wishful thinking, honestly. So, thank you for actually tuning into my stream. I'm glad that I actually had someone to talk to about a topic that I'm really passionate about, because I've been all about MMOs for years, like 10 years. LU2, Polygon Seizure Revenge movie. So, I'll be streaming on Friday, showing off an indie game. It's gonna be awesome. If you're watching this on YouTube after the stream, tune in on Friday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to convert that into your time zone. Thanks for the amazing stream. Aw, you guys. So nice. So, we're gonna raid my friend N Squared. See you Friday. Yeah, thank you so much for the support. Alright. To the raid!